Yeah, there's a couple of dozen of these things.
All right, how many of them within a 30-foot radius burst?
There's a cluster where you can get 5 of them.
Okay, so we'll attack one of the creatures within that 5 area with an arrow. This will be from the arc of the enemy, which gives extra 1d6 fire, 1d6 electricity.
Okay. All right, give me a second. I need to find a. Where are you? I've got a billion windows open because that's how I roll. Where are my devils?
Got a nat 1.
Oh no! Oh, there's going to be. Oh, it's going to explode somewhere.
Was 35 enough?
35 was enough. Yep.
Okay, so we scared a bird.
Okay. At which point they all are like they are. You're shooting arrows at them. They start to like scatter. Like they're around, but they are like ducking behind buildings and potentially using short range teleport magics, and they're sort of like blooping around.
Okay, well, we're gonna get on to our bird, Krimlir, and go hunting.
Okay, you're going to scare off birds. Okay. Are you attacking them?
Yep.
Okay. Give me one more attack roll.
AC 34.
Okay. You shoot one.
Okay. You want some damage?
Or give me your attack routine, because you get to attack like you get to attack
okay.
one before
Yeah,
like an initiative like.
So actually AC 32 was and then this is AC 21.
Yep. Our AC 21 misses.
By how much?
By 2.
We will use a fortune point.
The screw you bud is strong in this one. Okay.
Yep. And then this is against a touch AC, this last attack.
Okay.
AC 21.
That touches.
Okay. And then, so that's 4 attacks. Do you want damages?
Yes, please.
Do they take fire and electricity?
They don't take fire, but they do take electricity.
Okay.
And they have 5 DR that I don't think you're getting through. Unless you've, like, what is the bonus on your bow?
+2.
Did someone say DR?
So let me know if this kills any of them.
Yep.
18 damage, 18 damage, 18 damage, and 21 damage.
Okay, all 4 arrows kill one.
Okay, so then I get off my arrow eruption, which is a instantaneous spell. You create a duplicate of the arrow that you used to kill a creature in the previous round, and launch one at an enemy within 30 feet of the corpse. You can target 1 creature per level within range.
Cool. So there'd be what's the range? Sorry, what's the
30-foot radius burst?
30-foot radius burst. Okay, I'm gonna roll a D4 plus 2.
He was inspired by Yasuge.
There were 6. Like in this particular ambush, you got 6 of them in one bird.
Take that, birdos! So there's 6 arrows that go erupting out of that bird. AC 23, AC 25, AC 22.
The 22 is a miss.
28 and 25.
So 5 hits.
Now these are against different creatures, so they're probably one. I took all 4 arrows to kill one of them.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. 18, 22, 17, 25, and 24 damage.
Okay. You wound a bunch of them, and they basically fuck off. Right? They teleport away. You see them disappearing.
Fucking Ganzorig's not gonna be harassed by birds. Don't you know I'm a priest of? He's not a priest, but in his eyes, he's a priest of Katie.
This is my domain, eh?
Priest as opposed to cleric, right? You're like, I'm a priest.
Yep.
Air eruption's fun, man. That's a good spell for like fighting goblins or some shit.
Oh yeah.
The problem is you don't get many ranger spells. However,
That's true.
you could make a ranger wand. Oh.
You could, and you put it on your action belt so that you could just immediate action the spell off your belt, right?
Yep. You're basically rolling for crits. Good to have goals.
Now, any spell that has lots of attack rolls makes critical fumbles fun when you have spell critical fumbles.
I think we're going to go collect the corpse of the thing that we just killed.
Okay.
So the brainiacs can study it.
Okay. Yeah, it actually grows. So by the time you collect it, it is actually medium in size.
Weird.
And do I have the tokens? I might not have put it down. It grows into this weird like hybrid. Like those birds are all like actual, like the ones that look like they came from hell.
Yeah.
Are definitely gross. They are devils. They are lesser devils, but they are devils.
Oh no! Ganzorig killed the devil, but fucking Sodak didn't. Oh, here.
Son of a bitch.
Well, now we know when they come back, you could just shoot a couple of them. I wouldn't advise eating them. They're kind of gross.
They're the thing that you learn. So their eyes are strange. With the body, the eyes seem to be like these lumps of coal. They don't look like have the structure that would normally function. They additionally have absolutely horrendous breath. Basically, they have a like a poisonous breath attack.
Yeah, okay. This thing gets shoved into a very hot flame or something. Well, actually, it doesn't burn.
Yeah, well, that's not doing much. Yeah, they can cause their breath can cause like nausea. Their bodies are kind of poor for walking, right? Their legs are too short for their torsos, so their walk speed is slow. But they do have wings and can fly. And then their feet are actually like oversized and look like they're really good for grabbing things.
Okay. We keep an eye out for those things to return. The next day is the feast for the crew, which I think we're going to... Sebastian suggests to Molgromere that he uses the feast as a cover for him to slip away.
It is agreed. And it's agreed between Molgromere and... that is agreed between Molgromere and Kulekek, as well as Jinshu, who apparently seems to be... Like, Jinshu is Kulekek's, like, left hand. He's got the right hand and the left hand, or the guard and the left hand.
And then we should also leave very shortly thereafter. Like, the Senghore should probably, like, try to stealthily leave, whereas we will actually just leave normally, but around the same time.
Okay.
We're going to look like we're really partying hard, but the alcohol will be limited.
Okay. Molgromere gives a speech about how proud he is of the crew and how they're going to do wonders in the future, and that how he will always be with them and within their hearts, and that the how well they have adorned themselves in battle and amongst things is shown through the riches and wealth that's around them, and that he introduces Kulekek as a brave second in command that can be followed through and looked upon, right? Like it's introducing Kulekek to the crew as someone who could be his second. During the festivities, Molgromere, as well as Molgromere, Siren, Molgromere's staunchest followers who were told that they would be taking the Rosa De Senhora. And then I don't know if there's anybody else on the list that you were trying to that basically it's the Jinsher list of like the exiled potentially.
Oh, I see. Give me a second. There's some of the OG crew.
That's the question.
So we've got Potts men. I think those guys are fine. There's the tattoo pirates: Mad Marlowe, Shank, Mumbles, and Three Fingers.
Those are the ones that I would potentially. I think Mumbles and Three Fingers have been worshiping the sun, though.
Yeah. No, I think it's just Molgromere's men. We can leave if we can handle this whatever small mutinies that four third level warriors. You know, like we can handle that.
Okay, and what of Shortstone?
Yeah, Shortstone is part of the.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Yep.
There's Roger and Shortstone, and sometimes they're cool guys, and sometimes they're uncool guys. Depends on the mood.
Black Dog doesn't like Pierre, but
Pierre. Sorry, not Roger. Pierre.
No, there's enough of them that they form a little unit. So
cool.
Yeah.
All right. In the darkness, during the festivities, it is you're able to get the Rosa De Senhora to sort of slip away.
Now, the Rosa De Senhora has a figurehead, right?
The Rosa De Senhora does have a figurehead.
What level spells does it accept?
It accepts thirds.
Oh. So we're going to cast invisibility on the boat.
Cool.
How long does invisibility last?
Minutes, but...
Minutes. So you cast invisibility upon the ship. Molgromere, I think, is also able to do that. Molgromere is a... No? Am I drunk? Mirror image, dousing, rain, fastidious. Shield Antal. No, you can make the ship tough. Let's check Siren.
I can make the ship tough with the what's it called? Harness.
Siren can mirror image the ship, or cast buoyancy and make it go up. Okay. Additionally, unbeknownst to the rest of your group, there is a ship that is leaving the harbor that has a set of brilliant purple sails that look very much like the Rosa de Senghore sails that is leaving about the same time. Okay. It's going in a separate direction.
Sebastian, as the invisible, the other boat, is going to cast a illusion spell.
Okay.
Just to look like the Rosa de Senhora is still in dock.
So we've got the decoy Rosa de Senhora, an invisible actual Rosa de Senhora, and then a illusionary Rosa de Senhora all in play at once. Excellent.
It doesn't last very long, but for as long as we're within range, he can have his familiar concentrate on it, and she doesn't have, like, she's a construct.
She doesn't have a constitution.
Yep. Heinous spells. This would be a major image, and they last...
Oh, I would love to know what feature of Twitch is making it so that whenever I tab through stuff, it keeps pausing the video.
Concentration plus 3 rounds at a long range. So for...
Okay. As the ship sets, as the party winds down and the ship sets sail, an hour after this, Rosa De Senhora has left harbor. You are able to leave Senghore with a new. It would be captain isn't quite the right word. It would be temporary. Well, captain is the correct word. It would be the acting captain. But which is a captain, and every ship always has a captain at any point in time. Captain and a slightly modified crew, filled with treasures and that with which we'll go forward. Where are you requesting? Well, Kulekek's first point of call is going to be a little bit out of Senghore, where a agreement must be made amongst the leaders of the ship, and those amongst the crew must swear their oath to the code of the Happy Barnacle, and then where the destination that they're setting sail towards will be fixed. All right, and I think it's a good point to stop where you've now left Senghore. You've completed your downtimes. Apparently Molgromere is on his way to the you kept a piece of the Rosa De Senhora?
Yep. Yeah, Sunwoo has got a collection of ships.
Okay, that's on the collection. Perfect. Is on its way westward, because apparently this meeting point with Harrigan is actually back towards like the Iron Coast.
I think we're setting sail. I don't know if the captain's got other business, but we wanted to go back to Horror Island, to Bonewrack Isle, to go pick up a magical cannon, a magical grapple, and fight the monster.
Fight the monster? Perfect. We'll start next session doing that.
Yep. Black Dog and Banta at this point in time can fight swarms, and I believe Ganzorig with improved precise shot, his arrows also affect swarms.
Can hit swarms. That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so I think with those 3 handling swarms, and then
Are swarms evil?
I mean, a 9th level monster. It was scary levels ago. I think now we're just gonna go beat it up.
Just
It might still be scary, but
I've been
I
leveling
think there's
2
no
assholes.
problem with us parking our boat right above where it lairs and jumping into the water to fight it.
When you fought it last time,
yeah,
you had rafts.
yes,
So it could one round your raft, no problem.
yeah.
Boats are different than rafts, right? Ships are not rafts, right? It's do you have a sailboat?
We have things like communal delay poison, and
Yeah.
we can cast spells.
We can also fight underwater. Karen's club is an underwater club. Black Dog's sword is an underwater sword. Banta's got the feats now to fight underwater. We could go and kick ass underwater.
Yep.
So yeah, I think we just roll up on that thing and
2 options. 1, we take your XP. 2, we kill you and raise you as an undead.
We still take your XP.
and then
take your XP.
the question is, do we want to also get the electric staff?
Where is it?
On the mountain.
It's on the mountaintop.
Sure. Why the hell not?
Then we would want to go to where we could bury the lady at sea. So we'd be like deking there while dealing with her. Now, Ty hasn't really revealed what he could do yet. But I'm pretty sure that Ty can take that electric staff and basically turn the chain lightnings into chain cold lightnings.
Come on, Josh.
we need to find someone to put
more in.
more in, but like as an item, it's pretty useful.
What circle is chain lightning?
6th, maybe 5th. I think it's
6th.
chain lightning.
Grease lightning.
Yeah, it's 6. Okay. I was thinking of Kona Cold there for a second. Alrighty. So yeah, I think that's the plan. Now, where after that, we will be finished the painter's package in 2 days. So that actually may happen. And then we've got 3 more days before Gotano. We have to do a prisoner exchange or something like that. So that might be happening. And then where do we want to go after the Bonewrack Isle?
You've got a few dots on the map.
Yeah.
We can save this and go to the other map. I will save this on my end, by the way. So 1 second.
You also start looking at some of those ships, or go pick a fight with an angel or two.
I think they're just going to come to us.
Yeah.
I think they're the random encounters. Okay, so the adventure ideas that we've got are return to Bonewrack, fetch the shaman staff. There's go to Pablo's X on the map and contact the green archaeologist. Like, we've totally ignored that.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's go to Tidewater, find White Wolf's armies, raid them, fish people hunting, go pirating some more, rob some more consortium ships, try to sell the Imperial Urn. Maybe we do that the next time we're in Senghore. Visit Harrigan in person. You know what? I'm going to cross that one off. Molgromere's doing that.
You're in the process of doing that.
Pablo's
We
X.
should also
And
prepare for.
There's also the Amonitor Temple.
You have the Amonitor Temple, and then you have the two the two X's from the
Hateful Scorn points of interest. We could also rescue sorcerers at some point.
We should probably also keep in mind that we'll likely be attacked by the bird people.
Oh yeah, we just
They're gonna be pissed.
We robbed the devils of 100 grand.
You robbed devils of 100 grand. Yes.
That's an evil act.
No, it's not.
Or
It's
a
chaotic.
good act.
That's a chaotic act. Is it a good act? I don't know if it's good. It's definitely chaotic, though.
Took away from their resources. They're less evil because of us.
So what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Ganzorig also needs to find missing artifacts.
Okay, let's plot where these things are and try to make a nice, convenient path for us.
Okay, so you done saving?
Yeah, it took a long time. The map is big, son. Big girthy map.
Yeah, you may want to consider.
I might trim it out actually a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's a 200 meg save right now.
Okay.
Okay. It might not be optimized. That's okay. It's 200 meg. Save the bloody thing.
Okay, so we're sailing at a Senghore with it just somewhere along this coastline, and then we're going to Bonewrack. I don't know which one Bonewrack is in on this map.
Bonewrack is up here.
Bonewrack's actually out of the shackles, isn't it?
It is. So it's on Rectorac. Bonewrack. So here, like.
Yep. And then I don't remember where the big riff is. The big.
It was near the Wreck of the Promise.
Okay. So basically, Ahmed, we're gonna go like to Bonewrack and then immediately hightail to this spot.
Cool.
Okay. And then stuff that is, if we go to the Shackles map really quick, you know they have a few things that you know about over here on the western edge.
Mm-hmm.
Just to remind, Zenbargwa is where Black Dog's forces were supposed to, or White Wolf's forces were supposed to be marshaling. The the sunken temple of the Glengarny Isle chain is here.
Yep.
Ganagasao.
There was Tidewater where the guy's gone nuts, and we need to figure out what he's doing.
Tidewater where the guy's gone nuts. And then you know that when you check in on that Sahuagin ship, it is hanging out in this region here.
Okay.
So it keeps like it's pirating or something around this island chain.
Oh, that's the underwater ship that we want.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So Bonewrack is somewhere up here, so we'd probably have to go to Bonewrack and then deke through the Pirate Isles to get to some spot over here, which then leads us to either we go check out Tidewater or go contact Pablo's ex. Where's Pablo's ex?
Give me a second. Let me. That one I have to check the. I need.
It looks like we're crisscrossing, anyways. I mean, we could just deal with the shaman staff. The thing is, the angry ghost coming out and lightning bolting us because we forgot about it. It's caught us once.
Pablo's ex is okay. I found it. Right there, which is Pablo's ex is right as I switch between maps of different scales. Here.
That little island there?
So Pablo's ex, it's either this island or it's this mouth or but you're suspecting it's that island. That is the closest feature.
I mean, if we were trying to save time, we would stick the staff in a rope trick, just deal with that rope trick being angry.
You have this. You put the Gotano picture in the rope trick. You put the staff in the rope trick. It's the timeout rope trick. Let them zap each other.
Or we go back for the staff later. That could be it. That could be it.
Yeah, we have to do it right now.
Okay, I think it's Pablo's ex is the next thing.
Okay.
Pablo's ex, Tidewater.
Tidewater and Pablo's ex. Cool.
Does our new captain actually accept suggestions or?
Oh, he's the new captain. The code of the pirate code for the vessel is important. How the captain will run the ship. He will run the ship according to the code. So he expects agreement with the code.
All right, so basically we spill the beans and give him all these options like, hey, there's a bunch of neat places for us to go check out and possibly things to loot and
riches.
Personal
riches beyond your imagination.
And he is so he has a right of refusal and are things that he needs in his code. Like he needs that he is the captain, he has right of refusal.
Yep. I think Jinsha shares with him all the information about the horrible beings in the box and how the elves want to play with it.
Yep.
And going and figuring out what's going on there is probably the
100%. So I will prep the Pablo's X because it's been a while.
Yep.
I have to figure out what this.
And then the Banshee at Tidewater. That's for Sodak.
That's where he came from.
Jerk.
I mean,
jerk move.
What's going to be easier before that? It's like, are we going on the 20th level quest too soon? Oh no.
All right. Yeah, we'll No matter which order you choose, we'll have fun doing it. That's the you go out and shit happens.
All right, Bonewrack, and then Pablo's X, and we'll kind of go back to the earliest missions that we got. Green archaeologist won't be angry. She's an elf. They're patient.
No, my sweetie she'll wait for me. She knows.
That's right. Go see my sweetie. So delusional.
Oh, you showed with it like look how good I did with the criminal.
Yeah.
Look at her armor. Beautiful armor.
She does. She's got mithril armor.
She's got beautiful armor. Like it's like legit, you know.
And then gift back the baby armor back to her for a future. Yep.
For the next one, for the little ones.
All right, we need a name for tonight's game. We had one. It was Shikigami
Salami. I kind of like Shikigami Salami because a lot of shit happened in this game.
Yep. Shikigami Salami is in the books for those watching on YouTube, which is where this video will appear. Thanks for your support for those watching the channel tonight. It's cool hanging out with you folks, and as always, we hope you enjoy this as much as we do. Next game will probably be sometime next week.
Yeah, no issues. No issues.
We should really do a midweek game, especially with the what we got prepped.
Yep. Happy Saturday. Peace.
Night, guys.
Peace.